But I've had enough of that guy.
I've had about enough of these guys too, but we haven't had enough of each other for the last couple weeks. We did a little pre-recorded stream the last time with Joseph Malozzi. Thank you, Joseph, again for joining us. We know you're working on a little bit of a project, so you focus on that, and we will talk to you in the future down the road, maybe in season 5 as we cover Stargate SG-1 here on the Stargate Files. And I got Skater. I got Thor. Hey, come try it, everybody. So hit those come try us in the emojis in the chats if you are doing that and you're one of our members on our channel. We would love to see those. So hit them come try us. We always come try out around here. That might be our next shirt that I'm working on for design.
Ooh, I'll jump in with that.
So if y'all want to support us, we do have a little bit of a merchandise shop on a Spreadshirt. Check the description down below. We'll throw a link in there at some point during the chat. But hey, if you want to, totally up to you. If not, totally cool. Just want you to hang out with us as we talk about Stargate SG-1 on our review and rewatch. But yeah, you have your shirt. I've been looking for mine. I could wear like one of my other Stargate shirts that I got around here, but I'm just gonna wear the overcoat, so to speak. It's super long. It goes like way past my hands. That was my fault. Stitch's Loft, you did nothing wrong. And Stitch's Loft has some fun patches going on, by the way.
Yes, I just ordered a ton of them. No lie. I got about one of everything.
I have to prepare that. But while we do that, like Supreme Commander Thor, what you been up to lately, brother? It's been a little while. What episode are you on?
We just finished up The Prisoner on Tuesday, and we are going to be doing the Gatekeepers starting tomorrow at 7 a.m. Central Time. So join us there on my X account. Every Stargate frame in order.
Very, very nice. And how about you over there, Mr. Skeeter? What's your 3D printing? Where's that at?
I had to reprint some extra pieces for my lamp disc because I was putting it together and I'm like, where's the rest of the pieces? And I double checked, didn't miss a single one. It just they didn't put on the additional pieces. There was no notes to print off extras, you know. So now I'm in the process of doing that. A bunch of other little things. My fingers are pretty sore from putting all these little pieces. So I
Jeez.
felt bad. There's a couple of postings on Facebook, Instagram, and X of how my progress with Atlantis is going. So I'll share those who are not following those. As you can see, this is those little buildings, and that little tiny piece there. I think I got one. No, maybe. Oh, yep, here it is. I had an extra one, and I'll zoom in so you can see the
That
little
looks
piece
so cool,
with
dude.
the two little towers on it. Is this itty bitty piece?
Are you
That is the
freaking
size
kidding
of
me?
my thumbnail. No joke.
Oh my
That's
god.
not even the smallest. There's one a little bit smaller than this. It's like half that size that I have to put in.
Wow.
So yeah, it's like it sucks trying to squeeze these in because the Martin Tashnell who makes these are beautiful designs. Everything that most of it, I'd say 90% of my prints are his design. He does a great job, but he sometimes forgets to tell you, oh, you got to print extras of these. So as you can see,
Of course.
there's that part of the city.
Oh,
And
that
there's a
looks
little top
great.
view. You can see on the right side there, I'm waiting for those other buildings, and in the back part, the rest of the buildings that I had to print off that I didn't know. Yeah, here another close up. You can see the
Oh,
it should be all silver, but I accidentally put in dark gray, which I think looks pretty cool. It
yeah.
offsets
Boy,
the
it looks.
colors. Here it was before I
Ooh.
started going at the buildings. I only had the 3 big towers, and I was lighting it. I was running lights through this whole thing, trying to get it all set up. Put a building on loosely, put it on the wiring, make sure it all fit, lit up nice. Next one, run the lighting up, put the building
Wow.
light up nice, take that off, go to the next one. So it took a while,
Dang,
but
dude.
here's all the lighting done. There
That is awesome.
Was there 122 lights? Yeah. And I just took the fairy light kit because I know I can bend the wiring however I want, put it in there, and they're thin enough to go in the holes. Yeah, if I was still really good with a soldering iron and I had a soldering iron, I'd have probably ran some bigger LEDs and done it that way, but it was good enough for what it is. Here's a little night photo.
Oh, man.
Last night, after I got done watching our episodes, I thought, it's 10:30 at night. I'll go half hour, maybe an hour working on it, getting the buildings put on now and super glue a couple that weren't sticking in there just right. And next thing I know is 1:30 a.m. My wife was coming home from her job. She's like, "What are you doing up?" I said,
I just went to the
busy.
bathroom.
I got busy.
Yeah.
She's like, I'd say. So I ended up sleeping till 10:45 this morning. So, but here's the top of the tower.
Oh,
As you can
my
see, I got
God,
that
dude.
lights up too, and that was a pain because I had to run all the way up through the middle, and I have like about 6 bulbs inside there to light the tower up really nice.
Wow.
So yeah,
That looks
it's
great though.
still got a ways to go. I'm going to put it. Well, I can't see. There's a fan in the way, but I found a spot I can put it back there. I got a little table. I'm going to put it on there, so it'll be in the background all the time I'm talking on there.
Nice.
Yeah, that was all I had for now. Yeah,
you didn't 3D print the Harcesis, so.
Well, that's the next surprise. No,
that's the next project.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at. I did print another one that's underneath the table there when I was first starting to put together Atlantis. And once I get Atlantis done, I'll put that one together. So it's going to be a surprise when you guys, probably after Thanksgiving. So after our
cool.
Vanessa Angel special, that'll be on Thanksgiving night. So
yep. Well,
during the
Thanksgiving
Eve-ish.
It's going to be that Thursday, our regularly scheduled episode. That's going to fill that void because the following week we will be wrapping up season 4.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna put my co-host through live streaming on a Thursday night before Thanksgiving, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna that will be possibly pre-recorded, or we'll just go live the following Thursday.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah,
it's been fun. Enjoy our interview with Vanessa Angel. There's
y'all
a
love
lot
it.
of
I'm working on it right now in post.
interesting tidbits we learned from her. Some were really fun, and one was like, "What the hell?"
And I am currently working on that particular image, and I'm like, I'm not liking how
I know
what I'm
it's
picking
just,
is working. I hope she doesn't get mad at us.
I
Not
don't think she
likely,
would.
but like,
So
if we
yeah,
want matching pairs, so to speak, I have to find the right image, so to speak.
yeah, she messaged me the other day. She goes, when was that episode going to be on again?" I'm like, "Oh, Thanksgiving." And she's like, "Oh, okay, I can't wait to see it." She goes,
So
I
about
know you
like
guys are going to do
another
good.
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But that'll be a fun one.
Mhm.
And there's a couple little bits and pieces. I did pick up the very first issue of the Stargate magazine.
I was looking at that on eBay the other day. I was like, "Oh, that might be nice."
So and if you want to go on eBay, there are some lots, so to speak, where you can get like 4 or 5 different like Stargate issue magazines. You can still pick these up. You can maybe get like issue 1 clumped in with a bunch of others, and it'll
Mhm.
make the price a little more worthwhile. I really wanted this one specifically,
Mhm.
so I paid probably more than I should have, but it's okay. I'm working on my collection, so to speak.
No, those
But
look great.
and
I'd
I'm
have to
gonna
buy 2
reboard
though
and
because
bag
I'd
this
want to
stuff.
read.
Mhm.
I'd want to read one set at least.
Oh, it's like my comic book collection. I collect everything Carnage, also, and Toxin here and there.
That's right. You're a Carnage guy.
Yeah, and I will get old copies, open them up, carefully read all the pages, put it back in, seal it back up. I'm like, there. And now I know what it was. So just to refresh my memory of years ago. But yeah, a little news too. I was accidentally ordering, well, not accidentally, I was ordering some more filament, and I was looking at a new 3D printer that was on a really good sale. It was the same price of what I paid for this one new, but it's like the better version. And I accidentally added that to my cart, and now it's being shipped. And I thought, okay, my wife works second shift. UPS usually comes after she's um, comes home or before or goes to work. But they just sent me an update this afternoon, and it's like, oh, it'll be there by the 25th. I'm like, oh shit. I'm going to be gone hunting. That's not going to be good if it gets there before I get back from hunting. So hopefully I get a deer early and I can get to come home early and
There you go.
get it before she sees it. Oops.
Oh man, you gotta. If you have the ability, dudettes, you work from home, you know what you need to do.
Yes, like I do.
Order it, and when hopefully it gets home before they get home.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
work nights too for a couple hours, for music bingo and trivia. But it's like, yeah, that's from 6 to 8. So my wife gets home at 1:30 in the morning. She goes to work at 2. So yeah, it works out pretty good.
Oh
But
darn!
she only works 4/10, so she's home Fridays, and I'm like, oh shit, I better get a deer quick.
Gonna have to keep on moving.
Yep.
You can't be picky. Just take the first one that comes along.
We got
This
some
is
good
true.
ones, but there's 3 little ones. One that's not even a buck. Its horns are like that tall. It's a button buck. So Jeff up north will know. And you don't shoot the button bucks; you let them grow. And then there's a spike with about 6 inches of antler, and like, that one can wait. So I'm hoping the other 5 or 6 come walking through, and they can get one of them.
Well, hunting lessons from Skeeter. Hey, how's the ankle going, by the way?
It's good. Yeah, a lot of you don't know. Friday night, I was walking down my steps. I stepped on one of my dog's hard chew toys, and I
Yeesh.
sprained my right ankle pretty bad. My wife thought I fell down the whole steps because I was swearing up a storm. After a half hour, it just kept throbbing and hurting, and I heard a huge pop. So I was like, well, did I break something or not? And I couldn't put much weight on it. And I was like, okay, it's probably not broken, but I've had a broken foot before, not knowing it by walking around in pain.
Yep.
So x-rayed, came out good, just tore a couple of ligaments. They said that's probably what the pop was. And yeah, I'm walking better now. Still a little sore, but I'm good.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
No kidding. Yeesh.
Yeah. Darn dogs. Actually, not
Darn
dogs. That's the one
dogs.
dog. She always brings toys, puts it on the landing of the steps. Yeah, she got yelled at a bit.
Bad doggy.
Bad doggy. Yep.
Yeah, bad doggy.
And she didn't get to go to get coffee with me the next day. That was her punishment.
Oh, no puppuccino for that dog.
No pup cup for her. So she was
No pup cup.
sad, but she knew.
Mm-hmm.
For all you dog lovers, I did take her Sunday. We went and got coffee, and she got her pup cup. I was just
Hey,
there
there
for a
you
little
go.
while, just a little bit. So
Right on. Well,
mhm.
eventually the dog's become a good dog.
Yep.
And speaking of some other little goodness going on Stargate wise, there has been a couple posts on X that we want to share with everybody.
Yeah.
One is from Dial the Gate with Mr. David.
Mhm.
We're gonna share Stitch's Loft here. Which is where if you want, like, say, like this jacket, shirt, you want to cosplay, you just want to have like anything kind of
Mhm.
Stargate, they got some great outfits going on. They got the black of the season 10 going on. They got the early seasons. There's a whole lot of fun
Good
little
stuff.
things that they got. You could basically make your own damn costume if you're
Mhm.
willing to kind of pay for it. It is pricey, but it is done by veterans.
Yeah.
So also understand, happy Veterans Day to everybody. It's a little late. We want to give
Yeah.
a special shout out to all of our veterans worldwide, all other countries. You all are serving your country to the best of your abilities. Thank you for your service. We greatly appreciate it. But over here at Stitch's Loft, Ryan Nixon, he's made a replica of the Icarus base for the United States Air Force. I'm about this close to wanting to get a blue shirt that actually fits a little bit better.
Yeah.
I ordered like a size too big for this, and I'm like, Ryan, dude, I swear you asked me, I told you go for that size, and I'm like, I should have gone for like the regular. This was the tall version for my size, and I'm like, it's a little big.
Mhm.
So when I get my blue one, I'm gonna order a bunch of patches too. So I hope to be doing that sometime in the near future here.
And those patches are like $10 to $12 a piece, everybody. I mean, they're great,
but good quality
and great quality. I got other patches from them; they're perfect. And when I saw this post, I went like, I even put it in the comments. I'm gonna have to order some. 20 minutes later, I already bought a bunch and a whole bunch more.
Yeah, and they liked it, and Joseph liked it too, from what I noticed.
So yeah, it was like, oh, cool. So just waiting for those to get sent out. He does have some stuff on sale, so you can get some good deals on some other stuff too, everybody. So keep that in mind.
Yep.
That he does have some sale going on right now.
Absolutely. And real quick, can any of our chat members spot which one is actually the replica and which one is the actual screen used patch on this one? I'm going to give you all a couple of about a minute to decide. I'd like to hear what y'all think, because I do know the answer, and most people, keen-eyed people who are cosplayers, costumers, they might actually pick this out pretty quick, but like to see what some other people think.
Yeah, let us know. Is it the right one or the left one?
Yeah.
Or is it the left one or the right
one? The
right.
left one is the real one.
Is what? Skeeter, do you know this? Did you already look at the comments?
Well, no, he messaged me after I did my order, and he's like, "Are you friends with Dial the Gate?" And that's where he saw that. I'm like, "Yeah, I saw that," and I was like, "Oh hell yeah, I got to get that too." And then I thought, well, I need these, I need that, I need that. He's like, "I appreciate it," and he was telling me, which one was which. I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome." So
Ryan is good, dude. He's good people. I highly recommend going to Stitch's Loft for things.
He says the right one is the replica. Anybody else got a guess?
Yeah, I'll give it another minute or so here.
Yeah, because YouTube is a few seconds behind, like 10 seconds behind. So I don't know why that is, but it is for every show. There's a 10-second buffer.
Oh yeah, that's because we're going through StreamYards to YouTube and to the other place. Like we simul stream on Facebook, Twitch, Rumble, and Kick, and across a few of the places, including Twitter, which is where we get some of our viewers from.
Yeah.
So thank you on Twitter for checking us out. We totally appreciate it. Even if you're just scrolling by, we appreciate that. But Rick. You would be wrong.
Yes.
The right one is the screen accurate patch. The left one is the replica.
Yeah.
Because
and
when they were doing
better.
TV shows, they always made them on the cheap side, and they weren't always that fantastic.
Yeah, because you're only meant to get a glimpse, not like sit and stare at it,
Yep. So that would that's how that would work out, and I really want the left ones. And if you want more evidence of Stitch's awesomeness, I will go full screen just for a second here. They got the great patches. Boom, boom, and super awesome quality on the proper overcoat, so to speak. I still am working on like black t-shirts that won't cost me a ton. I don't want like 10 of them. I just want like one, but you have to buy them in a pack, so to speak.
Yep.
I could go to Walmart and do it, but I don't want the V-neck. I want the regular neck t-shirt. So I'll upgrade to that, or I'm going to dig through my closet and find my Stargate shirt for our show somewhere.
Yeah.
But that being said, let's see here. I had one other thing to share with everybody.
Yeah, when I get mine in, there's these little old ladies that make shadow boxes. And I'm going to give them all my patches and a couple
there you
things.
go.
Say, here, can you make me a shadow box? They're little old ladies. Plus, they do a great job, too. I bought a couple of shadow boxes for birthday and Christmas presents for people that I know and family. And I got a couple, too. So they do an awesome job.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
And then the Walter figure, baby. This is happening. And so we're going to give a special shout out to Level 28 Toys. Like, this is fantastic.
Yeah, that is great.
I thought I saw you either like or comment or retweet.
Oh, I definitely
that's
retweeted
what brought my attention to this one.
Yeah. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, man. And I messaged him, and I do have the price for it. It is rather pricey, but he makes them. They're handmade. It's a 6-inch figure, and it's about $225 for the regular one, and $275 for the autographed.
So he's got a Walter connection.
He does have a Walter connection. You can get it autographed by Gary Jones.
Dang.
And I am looking at that autograph one going, you gotta wait till after Christmas, man. This is the bad time. I saw presents to buy.
You got to be like our other guest or our other co-host Kevin, who buys his own Christmas presents. He's like, I got my own Christmas present now. So
it's more his divorce presents because he's in the middle of a divorce, and he's like, I'm just buying all this shit I always ever wanted to buy. And it's like, That is so backwards, but
Yeah.
hey, whatever.
That's our Kev.
That is our Kev Smith, actually.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, this is like fantastic. I was like,
He's got the chair, just
Yep.
missing a computer, but you could probably buy one of
yeah, you
those
could
fairly
probably.
cheap.
Oh, and there you are.
3D
Yeah.
print it.
7 locked.
Mm-hmm. Now we have to reach out to him, see if he wants to come on the show.
Absolutely. Hey, level 28. You're checking this out.
Yeah.
You got an open invite with us.
Yeah.
We're working on season 5 scheduling currently. So if you
Mhm.
are interested, you are more than welcome on to join us. And Dave, did you say you had to message him in order to kind of
Yeah,
about
I
ordering?
went to his website that he has, and he's got an email address. You just email him.
I see.
Yeah, level28toys@gmail.com, and
Mhm.
he got back to me fairly quick with the price. So
Yeah, he did that. The headdress for Apophis, and that's full size, and it lights up. And I was messing. I'm like, dude, tell me you 3D printed that so I could get the your print.
Damn, his ball
he's like,
is
no, I made that
banging,
handmade.
too.
I'm like, oh wow. He goes, yep, nothing's
Yeah.
3D printed, all handmade. I'm like, wow. Yeah, that teal'c's pretty badass.
The Daniel's really good too for
yeah.
early season.
Mm-hmm.
And his name is Daniel Jackson.
Now we really got to get you on the show.
I know.
Oh, he's got a Hathor one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, look at
Hey,
that one.
Sue
Eh?
Ann.
Ooh.
For Susan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
Black Dynamite.
that
Pop
that
Sam.
Funko. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, Funko's not doing too good, but we'll talk about that Saturday.
Well, he makes customs, so everything
I'm
he
looking
does
at
is
my
custom.
Funko up here, and this actually looks a little bit better than my Samantha Carter.
Yeah. The
Ooh.
Funko ones weren't that great. I never got any of them.
Oh, he's got a
He's got a Todd.
yeah, he's got Todd.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's another Walter in here too.
Oh,
This
yeah.
might have been an early prototype or something.
Yeah, that's the green
Oh, and
overalls.
a Tok'ra.
Boo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, that's rad, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, level 28, everybody. That is level28toys.carrd.co if you want to check out the website. Otherwise, on Twitter, he is level 28 toys. So that's a fun little thing to share with everybody. Man. Wow, we're about 28 minutes in. You guys ready to talk about some episodes?
I guess that's probably a good idea.
That's about
All right.
baby.
Well, let's start with absolute power, baby. Jackson's teammates notice a disturbing change in him when he is reunited with the Harcesis child and given the Goa'uld genetic memory. And Darren, I ain't gonna knock you on this one. That's a pretty good summation of what the plot is, because they do it within basically like 2 minutes before you even get to the main intro of the episode, because they're all on a planet. They're back on Abydos. You got Eric back, and who's the dad? Kasuf of Daniel. Yep, he
Good
is
father.
or no, he's more dad-in-law. He's yeah, and
Now, I
he's back for a
that
brief
this-
minute.
Yeah, this is his last appearance, but he is mentioned at least one more time.
I think he comes back at the when they blow up Abydos, though.
No, they just mention him. They got Skara for that one.
Oh,
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
but he is mentioned. He is definitely mentioned in it. He went to the caves with the women and children, but it's Skara is the main Abydos Aberdonian.
Yep.
Way to go, Daniel. You don't want to keep your family ties
Mm-hmm.
regardless of what happened to your wife.
Yep.
Yeah.
She dead, so screw them all. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But this is definitely an interesting episode as a follow-up to 2010, because that is basically the last episode we had before jumping into this, and now we're getting into another like hypothetical, fantastical episode of sorts. But it's another, we're gonna jump into Daniel's brain and see if we can screw around with him a little bit more. So I should start a counter for how many times Daniel gets his brain scrambled.
Yeah.
Counter.
So we're up, what, 2, 3 now? 4?
Yeah, we're up to like 3 now at this point, because he's had the
Mhm.
drug thing, he's had the
The
sarcophagus
sarcophagus.
issue. It's like, hey,
Forever and a day.
Yep.
yeah, like, are we gonna kill him, or are we gonna get him hooked on something, or drug
Mhm.
him up? So
Yeah. And
There
then
we go.
yeah, in the light he gets addicted to something too.
He has that
Yeah.
allergy. He has allergy. So, yeah, so it is 4. Yeah.
and this one is written by Robert Cooper and directed by Peter DeLuise. So this is a pretty interesting episode. I do end up enjoying this one. But guys, Supreme Commander Thor, let's start with you. What are some of your favorite moments about Absolute Power?
I like the fact that it wraps up the Harcesis storyline and we never revisit it again.
Like
I
ever.
I like this episode, but it's probably the only one I really enjoy out of the Harcesis episodes, the ones that we have. And I'm glad it's done. I'm glad it's done, but as I never skip this episode because it's fun. Seeing Daniel go dark side is a little fun. See him get short and cross with everybody, and he's yelling and having visions of himself as a Goa'uld, pushing people around with the ribbon device and torturing Apophis in his dreams. And what he creates in his mind is like really cool. Those little satellite things would be extremely deadly, hard to target because they're so small, and their combined firepower would be enough to tear apart like a fleet of motherships. So yeah, like it was really cool to see. He had his nice little command center, protected by his own force shield because Jack tries to take him out. Gets Samantha thrown into the prison. And he has the little kid beside him, Shifu, beside him all the time. And I like this one that they make it a bit more obvious that it's all in his mind. Not like Forever and a Day, where I found that one a little bit confusing. I kick myself now that I now know that it all takes place in his head, but that one threw me for a loop every time. I just never really thought too deeply on it because I to be honest, I really didn't care that much for that episode, so I might not have paid the attention that I needed to in order to figure that part out. But this one definitely was a lot better than that one. And yeah, it's fun to see Daniel be a little evil.
Evil Daniel. That's always a good time. We don't get it too many more times going forward through this show for obvious reasons, but Skeeter, what do you got for things you like about Absolute Power?
We get Eric Avari back, which we talked about. It's great always seeing him on the show.
Kasuf?
Yeah, Kasuf, or Good Father.
Good Father.
Then we see the Dust Devil turn into the child named Shifu.
That was pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yep.
But he is played by Lane Gates, who
Yep.
has been in Level 9, Convergence, The Outer Limits, and The Crow Stairway to Heaven. He was
Yep.
young Chris on that. Yeah. So, and then was it Dial the Gate that had just had a recent interview with him too. So yeah, I think it was
Dial the Gate did have an interview with him.
Yep. So that was interesting. We see these drawings when Sam and Daniel show Hammond that long range satellite. I love, and I know Jeff does too, drawings like this or blueprints and that, and it is cool as hell. Even though it's written in Ghoul. So,
Hell, that's one of our backgrounds that I never use.
yeah. So there it is. So,
Yeah, let's see if I can.
say.
Yeah, so we never use this because I should probably invert it, so it's a little more aesthetically pleasing for YouTube. But I like the other static gate one behind us. It's either that or we use like that one, but everybody uses that one. Anyway.
Yeah. Then we get Davis back.
Yep.
In this episode.
Dude, Major Davis
awesome.
won this for me.
Yeah, he was like, "What the hell, Daniel?" Like, what?
I loved his reaction to personal needs.
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel barking orders and Jack getting worried about it. And then Daniel has that fantasy of throwing him against the wall with the ribbon device. Then he, like we said, Apophis getting the hand device used by Daniel. We also meet Daniel's assistant, who just goes by assistant. That's all she doesn't have a name. She is the assistant is played by Michelle Harrison, who's been in Paycheck, Good Luck Chuck, Love Happens, and 40 Days and 40 Nights, which after seeing this, it clicked.
Really?
But when I rewatched this episode, I was like, oh, yeah, I know who she is. She was in the CW's TV series, The Flash. Almost the whole running. So I was like excited about. I was like, oh yeah, I know her. That was yeah. And I looked it up. I'm like, yep, I was right.
It says here too that she was in Universe in the episode Visitation.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
She did pop up in that. Then, yeah, Sam, 2010 outfit. We're bringing that back from the 2010 outfit.
I love this haircut with her though.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the same outfit she wore in 2010. I'm 90% sure of that. So,
repurpose, hey, use it or lose it.
Oh, I'm missing a slide. Huh, that's weird.
What you looking for?
I had a photo of the maid that asked Daniel what he wanted for breakfast.
Oh, yeah, I don't got that one.
She's played by June B. Wild, who's a famous actress who's been in Final Destination 5, The Butterfly Effect, Good Luck Chuck, and The Murdaugh Murders, the movie. So,
okay.
Yeah. Then when Jack goes to visit Daniel and he's in the waiting room and he's like, takes that flower up and he's like, slams it back into the flower arrangement. You got this slide. I saw it just a little bit ago. You see General Vidrine is back.
Vidrine?
Yeah. So I love him as an actor. He's a great actor. Then we also get this scene, Shofu ascending. Oh, well done. It's gorgeous. As always, it always looks good when they do the ascensions. And then Walter showing up at the end, which I know a lot of our Walter fans out there are happy to see Walter show up at the end of the episode.
Yeah, I saw his name at the beginning, and I'm like, when's he showing up? Because Walter is usually at the beginning of the episode, but in this one, he's at the end. Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
So, yeah, make sure you put up those Walter emojis in chat for your loving Walter.
Let's see. Well, and I like a lot of the cast in this, and I know the Harcesis story is a little bit dragged out for a lot of people, but they do wrap it up here at least. And I still always will feel bad that I got it confused with another episode like from a previous season, but I don't know. I enjoy this one. I always get a little like when I get to this episode on a rewatch, I'm always feeling like I know what's coming up. It's all a dream episode. And the first time I ever watched it, I'm like, I like the idea. It's just it is a tired trope for a lot of us who have been watching like any sort of sci-fi, whatever shows for decades, years. Like the big one that drove a lot of people crazy was Dallas. I know nobody freaking remembers that show except of us of a different generation, but it was all a dream thing. As long as you don't hit it too many times in a show, you can kind of get away with it. Stargate gets away with it because they at least do something interesting and fresh with it, because you could see Daniel going a bit power crazy because he's got all this knowledge in his head, because he was always a little bit jealous of when Jack had the ancient knowledge. Now he's got the Goa'uld knowledge in his head. And that was the whole point of the episode, was to test him and be like, if you can't handle this, nobody's going to be able to handle this. And he proved he couldn't. So, it's a what if episode. And it's a one-off. It's totally cool. I appreciate it for that. The special effects are outstanding. And all of the actors and they all had great moments. And I especially liked what they did with Teal'c. Where he died on a mission that Daniel sent him off on, but you never really got that one little detail about exactly what Daniel was doing with Teal'c. And so that's always out there in the ether of like, what the hell did Daniel send him to go do? It's never explained, and I like that. It gives you something to talk about, even like 25 years later. So
I'd say something about this, but I'll save it.
Doing stuff too. So
I was going to say something about this what if, but I'm kind of saving that near the end. For our didn't like.
If you want to throw it out there, go right ahead.
No, it's part of my didn't like. So
gotcha.
I'll save it.
Gotcha. Well, there is some goodness to enjoy about this. I do think the writing on this episode is really good. And the acting is really good. As we get to the next episode, I might have different opinions about that one. But about favorite lines, guys, Supreme Commander Thor, let's kick off with you on your favorite lines with absolute power.
All right. So clip 1 is petty Earth politics.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, this project is too important to get screwed up by petty Earth politics. We're talking about protecting this entire planet from Goa'uld occupation.
Well, I imagine that several of the so-called petty nations of this planet are going to be very curious when we start launching satellite weapons into orbit 2 years from now.
1 year from now.
That's impossible. It would double the cost.
And it's not impossible, is it?
Welcome to America. Just double the cost. It can be done in half the time.
Clip 2, breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Oma teach you that?
Television.
Glad I've been such a positive influence.
That was one of my lines too.
Television was the most important babysitter that we had growing up.
And clip 3 is "You Were Never That Bright."
Don't you think it was a little strange you got through security with a loaded gun?
A little.
You
You never were that bright.
No.
You still had to try, though.
Yeah,
Another one I had on my list.
just a mean Daniel. But that's all I had.
Skeeter, what do you got?
I had Jack near the beginning, or right at the beginning. Jack says, it's a burning bush or anything. And I can't even talk right now. Kasuf says, I've seen many burning bushes. And Jack goes, I suppose you have.
You could
Like,
take that so many different ways, but I think that's a Monty Python reference.
Yeah, and, it's making fun of two different religions here. So we did the breakfast one. I had that one. And Jack visits Daniel at his mansion. Jack says, I love the place. Love what you've done with it. Daniel's like, I'm sorry I haven't kept in touch. Jack says, you've been busy. Daniel goes, yeah, well, the truth is we couldn't have done it without your help. And I probably should have been more appreciative. Jack goes, the fruit basket was nice. It's like, really? All that work and here's a fruit basket.
And that's all you get.
At least he didn't get sent on a mission to die like Tilk did.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was some bitch move around that one.
We covered the loaded gun. And the final one, right near the end, Hammond on the intercom. All personnel. This is General Hammond. Glowing energy being is headed for level 28. He's like, what do I say? And he's like, still, it wasn't sure until he said it. So
and put your guns down and let it
Yeah,
go.
stay out of the way.
That was good. Yeah, there is a lot more one-liners, but like I said, I've been cutting it down. This was really well written. Not too much humor, but they kept it good.
Yeah, I love the fact that they were using like Lucky Charms, or no, not Lucky Charms. God, what was that cereal?
Oh, you had a picture of it, didn't you?
My mouse.
All right, let's see. Back.
I thought you had a picture of the cereal.
Or did I? I don't think I did. Oh, no. Neither one of us did. I thought I just saw. Oh, it's the clip.
It's Fruit Loops. Fruit
Yeah,
Loops.
no,
It
it
looks
was
like
Fruit
Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a clever way to get around the whole brand sort of issue.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that. And you might be afraid like the kid is going to be in this episode like way too much. He's actually in it just the right amount.
Yeah.
So he's not annoying. He's not whining. He's not crying. It's actually kind of funny seeing him sitting there trying to eat like Fruit Loops. And Daniel's like, yeah, thank you for the knowledge, kid. You could just sit there for the rest of the episode.
Go watch television.
Yeah.
Until you need to ascend and talk to Oma,
Yeah.
and then maybe you can help him. Maybe you can help Oma defeat like Anubis in like 5 seasons.
Yeah.
So as far as lines for me goes, like you could really go with like any of the ones that you guys went with, because you basically those are the ones I would have thought of anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think there are several ones. My favorite probably is the one with Major Davis of your personal requests.
I like how he
His
just throws it.
inflection and his delivery was just spot on. And then looking over at Jack and General Hammond, and they're like, yeah.
Plus, he was right in front of Daniel, and he just still chucks it right at him. Like, yeah, here, I'm too good to hand it to you.
Yeah, and these are my personal requests. Yeah. What? You're demanding we expect? Yeah, that was just so funny. And Davis just handled it so well.
Yeah.
I'm always happy to see him back. I'm happy to see Walter back. But guys, was there anything about this episode that maybe didn't work for you? Thor, maybe we could start with you on this one too.
No, I generally enjoy this episode, but like I said, I'm glad they wrapped up the Harcesis storyline. Glad it doesn't go any further than this. I think it's a satisfying ending. Kid shows up, gives Daniel a vision, and then ascends and disappears. And that's good. I have everybody, all the lines were good. Like it was a well written episode. And like I said, I watch it every single time that I come through it. Always a good time.
Skeeter, how about you? You got any kind of about this one?
Yeah, I do like this episode. I watch it every time that I go through my rewatch. The only thing I hate is the ending. And the only reason I don't like the dream state episodes is all because of this one TV show that really pissed me off when I was younger. That wasn't Dallas. That one I didn't like.
I was about to say.
Dallas was an episode. So this was a whole show. That was a whole dream. And it was a stupid show called Saint Elsewhere. Oh, that really.
Oh, I
pissed me
remember
off.
that now.
Now, before anybody gets upset, let you know I had an autistic brother. He's passed away years ago, but I grew up with an autistic brother, so I understand autism. I got many friends who have kids with autism. That's fine. But when you end a frickin' TV series as it all being a dream of an autistic boy, I was pissed. I was like, what? Really? That's how you end the damn show? Is it, it's just a dream of an autistic boy who stared at a snow globe with the hospital and said, St. Elsewhere. I'm like, oh, I hate that. So I always hate dream episodes for that reason. Ever since I was a kid, it just like, nope, I don't like them. But I do like this episode, but I do hate that it was a dream episode. I mean, it could have been something totally different. It could have been done earlier too. That was my other thing. And it like this could have been done way back, like 4 or 5 episodes after they went to go try to find them. Even less than that, probably a couple episodes after, like the kid shows up like, hey, I know you're trying to find me here. Let me give you this information. And all of a sudden, yeah, so you destroy everything. Done. It could have been pushed back a while back, earlier season. But yeah, that's all I had.
I do like the fact that they do make a callback to the nanites for aging him. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For season 1 with Bobby Phillip.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Who had Jack's baby.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, we're going to guess.
Yeah, I don't
Jack's
have.
Baby counter.
What's that? Oh, I'm sorry.
I was saying, add that to Jack's possible baby counter.
Dude, that is a counter I don't think anybody's ever done.
Nope.
He's got 2 for sure.
Not joke counter. We're at 2 potentially. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna get us in trouble. Nah, there ain't too much I don't like about this episode. In general, it's fine as a standalone episode. I will always watch it on a rewatch, but I'll always feel like, oh yeah, this episode. So I already understand, like, I know it's all a dream. Like, it only works like once for you, because once you've seen it, it kind of ruins the whole plot. But you watch it, you enjoy it for what it kind of is at this point, and it's a good tale about like how Daniel is being like warped by the knowledge that he's been given, and how absolute power corrupts absolutely. And so I don't really have a problem with this episode. I might if it extended into like 2 or 3 episodes and it carried on in other episodes, while we had other episodes we've all been begging for more continuations from. So I'm glad they kind of kept it contained, but I enjoyed like a lot about this one, and it's fine. I wouldn't say this is the best episode I've seen in a long time. It's kind of standard. It's not so action packed. It's just kind of there. But these bottle episodes for Stargate, they tend to work. They're still so much better than a lot of other shows that are even out there these days that can't even do a bottle episode to save their life.
And they don't have that many episodes anyway.
Yeah. So, but I also I'm looking at the production notes here on Gate World, and there is a deleted scene apparently where Jack makes a horrifying discovery. It turns out Daniel has been keeping teal'c prisoner, experimenting on him, transfusing himself with nectar-rich blood, which ultimately allows him to use the hand device. It was a dark revelation that was cut at either the script stage or in editing.
Dang, that'd have been
So,
good.
Yeah.
That would have been like, I would remember that for a very long time, and I don't know if you can come back from something like that.
No.
Just hearing that they cut it out totally, that's fine by me, because I think that would have made Daniel become a little more unlikable. Michael Shanks might have appreciated that for different layers for his character, but I'm glad they didn't put that in there one way or the other. Whether they shot it or not is another question. I'm thinking it got cut out at the script.
Yeah.
They're like, no, we're not.
It's a little too dark.
Yeah. He's already being evil. We don't need him to show him being super evil.
Well, he's about to be evil again towards the end of this season and the beginning of the next season. So we got to deal with that at that point. So that almost makes this mute at this point. Like, why would we want to double up again leaning into something like that? Because we're already at the end of the season. So it makes sense. And that is from Joseph Malova's post at our Stargate forums on Gate World. So yeah, so what would you guys score this one? I'm gonna give this one, I'll kick us off on this one. I'm gonna give it basically like a 7. I like it, don't love it. It's enjoyable to watch. Don't really have a problem. It's just kind of standard episode as far as I'm concerned. But Skeeter?
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I'd give it a 7 because it's like, I hate the ending, but at the same time, it does wrap up the arc for the CRTICILESS. So it just, yeah. It's like Rick said earlier, you watch once, you know what's going to happen. So, but I still like the episode. I love seeing the blueprints, all the drawings and computer diagrams of it. So, yeah, those are just the coolest weapons.
Yeah, I will always remember this, even from the commercials hyping it up.
Yeah.
From Showtime, from the last episode going into this one, because I was watching live at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, that looks freaking cool.
Yeah,
Get in. We're nuking Moscow.
Yeah. When I first saw this live, I was like, oh, are they really ending the season like this, or ending the show at, it's near the end of the season? Oh, crap. This is it. And I'm like, yeah, could have went longer, but yeah, then it's a damn dream.
Yeah. And Supreme Commander Thor.
I'll give it a 7.5. It's an enjoyable episode. I'll give it a half point bump because of Walter goes up at the end. But yeah, I'm glad it's done. I'm glad we never have to listen about the CRTICILESS again. Next, we get Nearty experimenting on people trying to create the perfect house. So,
oh my God, no good lying. I'm not gonna say that until she is actually back on the show, and she will be soon enough anyway. But and let's see, Gate World has a fan rating of a 7.27, and Gate World itself gave it a 2 out of 4 stars. So they felt a little more middle of the road, which is, that's fine. It's not a bad episode. It's just kind of, it's fine. It's there. Keeps the characters interesting and giving us some new fun ideas. And then as we get into the next episode, yes, my favorite, your favorite episode, the greatest episode of all time in Stargate. Yes, we're talking about Children of the God, everybody. That pilot episode is so dope. Like, oh my God.
No, John. Wrong. Try again. We're doing your
this
least
episode.
favorite.
I am not a fan of. There are good parts to it. Don't get me wrong. It's just this one I tend to like. Do I really want to watch this one, or do I want to like do other things while I'm watching this one? This is one of those particular episodes that maybe you kind of want to have your phone out or read a Stargate comic book or so, like
or just have it on in the
POW,
background
because
while
I'm
you're
reading
cleaning.
that one. And that's actually
background while
pretty
you
enjoyable.
clean. Yeah, that's what I call this. Background TV while you're cleaning or vacuuming. You know, it's like
The cleaning episode.
Yep.
But Skater, let's start with you. Do you have any favorite moments about the light?
Yeah, I got a few. Let's start off with Lieutenant Barber, who's played by Link Baker, who has been in Tracker, The Mother, Woke, and the Romero section, and also on Riverdale. So,
Tracker, was that the TV show?
Yeah, Tracker TV show
with Adrian Paul.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Because that
I don't remember.
They had April Telek in there, and I interviewed her once.
Oh, nice.
Many years ago.
Many moons.
She was on First Wave, and I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, you're on Tracker," and then like a year later, and I haven't talked to her in a long time, but she was a sweetheart.
So yeah, we see right away Jack giving money to Barber, saying, "Here, give this to Daniel. He won a bet." And Sam's like, "What? You know?"
That was awesome.
Bet.
Yeah,
And
we're
then-
betting on curling.
Yeah, curling. And then they get down to the room, and then she figures out in the gate room, wait a minute, you guys are betting if I'd go on this or not.
Yep.
And then shortly after that, we see the gate open or just about open, and Barber just runs right into the whoosh. It's like,
Yeah,
damn,
he
we haven't
bolts.
seen that in a while. So he just full on head on. So Jack's money went with that. So
He lost out on his $20.
yeah. Then we see Daniel coming back and not showing up, being aggressive, and then Jack goes to check on him. He's standing on the edge of his patio. So yeah, I was like, whoa. So it was pretty interesting to see Daniel was ready to jump. Then they decide to go back to the planet where we see this awesome light display. This is probably
That
the best
is
thing.
really cool.
It reminds me of the scene where Teal'c and Jack went to the in the one room with all the replicators eating away everything, and you saw that same kind of light energy floating around in the room. So it reminded me of that.
Sweet.
So then we meet Lauren, played by Christian Ayer, who has been an elf, space cases, alien abduction incident in Lake County, nothing too good for a cowboy, and he's also a voiceover in several anime shows for the English version. So he does a lot of voice acting too. Then later on, we go back to the toy gun scene with Teal'c.
Another one of these, yeah.
Yeah, and that I tried to. It looks familiar, that toy gun, but I could not recall. I tried searching for it, and I couldn't find that kind of gun repainted or anything, and a crystal added to it. So couldn't find it. but I know I've seen it somewhere in late 90s, early 2000s. Then we need to add to our Daniel death counter another half dead, because he was full cardiac arrest. So
I was a
Yeah.
little iffy on like
like I said, it's like a
doing
half
the
dead.
counter. Yeah.
So and we already do have one half dead counter.
We're gonna
already.
round it up to 5 then.
So
So on
let's
the next
round that
counter,
up.
the half is gone.
Yep, my notes said let's add another half number to the Daniel death counter. And then the final scene, I love this one. That is so awesome by the beach and all those statues.
Yeah, that
Wait.
looks cool.
Is amazing. It looks so cool. I'd love to go if this was real. I'd love to go there. Maybe
Well,
I'll have to
that's
ask you.
Vancouver Bay. Like I don't know if it's one of the islands. I think it's actually part of one of the bays that they could shoot at.
Mhm.
And it's gorgeous there. Like when it's not overcast, the beaches out in Vancouver are awesome.
So maybe I'll have to ask Jack with 2 L's this gate address. How do I get here to visit this place? Because it's beautiful.
No kidding. There's probably a quick little side hustle he could do to get you out there.
Yep. But that's what
Well,
I had for
they will
scene.
be joining us next week. So
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
they'll be
Good to
doing
have
the Prodigy and the Entity.
Ooh.
Yay!
Oh,
They're coming on one of the
no.
episodes I don't like either.
Yeah.
But it should still be a fun time. Now, Supreme Commander Thor, was there anything that you liked about this one?
Yeah, no, I liked. There's half of a good episode in here, dealing with the suicide tendencies that the light and the there was that other thing. There was another thing component to it that was also part of it. The light grabbed your attention, but there was something else that was making you addicted to being there, like driving up your dopamine levels. And so yeah, I like seeing Barber run into the kawoosh. I don't think the last time we've seen that, I think, was in Prisoners, where I think 4 different people died with the kawoosh in that one.
And they left their shoes behind.
Yeah. So it's always nice when they show that. Like the kawoosh is quite dangerous. So when they show guys ducking out of the way, yeah, that's good. But then when they show the guys that have done it like 100 times, they're just standing there with their back to it. They know how far it reaches out. They know they're safe. So I'm not going to get kawooshed standing here. But yeah, the scene. I love the scene with Daniel on the balcony. Does it just? He sounds so hopeless, and Jack just doesn't really know what's going on. Like, why is he like this?
Yeah.
And just when he comes to and realizes that he's talking to Jack, and just a great. I wish I could have clipped that whole scene play, but I just clipped the end of that one. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's such like that scene gives this episode a 5 out of 10 for me right there. It's it's the rest of the episode that drags it down, because they could have done something really more interesting with it. I feel I wish that Janet would have been able to actually figure out how to fix the issue. I didn't like the end really where they, we just turn it down gradually. I wish there was actually something more active that she could have done to be just more helpful, because really she
should
was
have come up with the idea. have you replaced the batteries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what it boiled down to. And I'm like, oh my freaking God.
Mhm.
Yeah,
really
just turn
doing
off the
that.
light. Yeah. Just got to turn off the light. Yes, and we get Teal'c's age. He is 101 years old. 40
Happy birthday, Teal'c.
and he was 47 days from being 102. So by the end of the season, he was probably a full 102 years old. The actor that played Barber, he's also plays Artok in a later, I think, season 6
Yep. He's in a couple
episode.
episodes.
Yeah, and he's also in Atlantis as well,
Mhm.
but he's really uncredited, so he probably didn't have a line there.
No.
But yeah, Artok's a fun character too. He gets a little bit more meat in that one rather than just running into the Kawoosh right away in this one.
Yeah.
Colonel Jack in the infirmary where he says all those years of just saying no.
Yeah.
He gets addicted to some
Yeah.
opium den that the Goulds have.
Uh,
Oh, and
Stargate SG-1 public service announcement.
yeah, I wish they could have done this episode without the kid. It's not that the kid was a horrible actor. I just don't feel that it was a needed part or role. Like I said, I wish like Janet would have came with them and figured it out on how to fix it instead of having the kid. That's I mean, the ending of this episode is the weakest part in my mind, except for like that really cool shot that you showed with the beach. That was cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is one that I will skip at least half the time when I'm watching. I don't really enjoy it too much. But that being said, it's still a Stargate episode, and it's still better than most of the things that are out today. I'm judging it against other Stargate episodes.
Yeah, that's ultimately what we're doing here. And even I will like look at the good parts of this episode and be like, there is a lot of good here. I just think it's put into like not the best story.
Yeah.
Like, I love Jack and Daniel's relationship in this. Like you were pointing out the balcony scene earlier, and it's like that's really touching because Jack's actually been in that position himself before.
I know.
When we first started with the movie, it's like Jack was ready to like, hey, if I end up dying on a suicide mission just to protect Earth, whatever, because I lost my kid. He's been there. Could have been more of a discussion and character development in relationship with Daniel. Like, I've been here before, Daniel. Like, what is going on with you? But then they don't really go into that, which I understand maybe why they didn't want to get into it too much, but I think there was more there that you could have pulled the audience into and been like, we know this isn't like the greatest story, but we have a great character arc in this episode that could have stood out amongst what we had for the episode in general anyway as an overall story. And I believe even on Gate World, I thought I saw something earlier. Like they even said, like, if this doesn't tell you like Jack and Daniel are like so close, nothing ever will, because Richard Dean and bro, you put Michael Shanks on your shoulders and ran up a damn ramp with his dead ass on you.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that these great character moments wrapped up in an episode that just it wasn't quite there for me. Is like sometimes I gotta skip this episode. Sometimes I watch it because I want to see Jack and Daniel stuff. Where it's like two dudes who just they're like brothers to each other. And it's like Jack would do anything for him. and Daniel would do anything for Jack. It's like, it's super cool. It's what we do as men. It's really nice to see that. It's just unfortunate it's wrapped up in like a pretty substantial plot. But
Yeah.
like the visuals are fun. The story is, but like I love the light, the fountain, and everything, and the whole idea. This was like an opium den for like the Goa'uld.
Yeah,
It totally
Pretty
worked for me. I totally bought into that.
I
But then we
I
had
could
the
see
little, yeah, and then we had the little kind of. I felt it was like a little alien ripoff with like, oh well, we got the kid who's been hanging out here. As we get to the things I don't like about it, just one thing I'm going to throw into this segment just super quick is, so you had an SG team that was there and never saw boo about him, but SG1 gets there and finds him within like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
What the hell kind of search team are you sending out with SG? What is it, 5?
5, but in all fairness, maybe they didn't realize because they all walked into that room of light. They didn't realize it. That's the only reason I could see it believable. And Teal'c's watching a film. There's another shadow, And
Yeah.
so, but another thing I got a kick out of, I forgot to write it down, but when you had this picture, it reminded me. Jack likes to touch stuff in Daniel's apartment. Every time he goes, he's always tapping on stuff. He taps the phone, he taps the apple. But in other episodes where they go to Daniel's, he's always tapping on stuff.
Daniel's apartment's kind of interesting, actually. Yeah.
This is a different apartment, too.
Yeah, this isn't the first one from Fire and Water. Fire and Water apartment was much more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And it's like, did he move or what's going on? Like, he's usually on the base anyway. So it's like, how often are you really back at home, Daniel? And he's got a hell of a kitchen.
Yeah.
Just saying. Favorite lines, guys. I'm going to start with Skeeter today.
All right. Right away, we talked about it, but it's always funny. Jack goes, Barber, when you get there, give this to Daniel. Barber's like, sir, we had a bet. I lost. Sam, what'd you bet on? Sports related. Just give it to him. He'll know. So, Daniel saying, what is wrong with this? This thing isn't working. Jack, did you check the battery?
He was not wrong.
He wasn't wrong.
No.
Teal'c saying, I believe this is the room of light which Daniel Jackson has spoken. Jack looks at him and goes, really? Like, no shit, Sherlock, Jack, I'm Jack and you are, and the kid doesn't answer him. Nice digs. Kind of reminds me of my first apartment. How are the people upstairs?
that was one of mine, yeah.
Teal'c, when he's with Lauren, after Lauren gives him the gun, Teal'c says, children of Tari also seem to enjoy colorful weapons that have no function. Lauren looks at him, it's fun. Lauren, we did that. Lauren asking how old Teal'c is, and we find out he's 101, going to be 102 in 47 days. Jack, you covered this one. Great. All those years and just saying no. Like, then the final one I had is Jack saying, I thought you said it was broken. Daniel, yeah, you were right. It was the batteries. Jack's like, it was? Like,
yeah.
He's like, wait a minute, I was right? Well, that's what I had for lines.
And Supreme Commander Thor, I believe you have some clips for us.
Yeah, I got a few. Clip 1, that's what you bet on?
So, sir, are you sure you'd rather take the weekend off and come with me to see this place?
I get that way when I work my ass off. In fact, I figured you might want some time off yourself by now.
Oh, I do, but Daniel says of all the... That was the bet? Whether or not I'd go? Do you have anything...
Do you have anything better to do?
Man, she's so cute with her hair like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
And clip 2 is Jack.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. But come inside.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
like he was in
man.
a dream state or,
Yeah.
sleepwalking.
He didn't really know what he was doing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Clip
It also
3.
accentuates something really quick, like what I was talking about earlier. Is like that could have been that moment of, I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Clip 3 is, what kind of dumbass question is that?
Colonel? You all right?
What kind of dumbass question is that? My friend is laying here on his deathbed.
and he knows as he's saying it, like,
Yeah. Oh, crap.
oh god, what is going on with me now too?
Yeah, because a little while later, he's like, it's happening to me,
Yeah.
isn't it? She's like, let's check your dopamine levels.
I love Doc Frazier in these episodes. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like, give her more.
I know. I wanted her to have more at this one.
Yeah.
Clip 4 is, it's a remote.
Guys, I figured out how to...
How did you do that?
Remote control.
That cracks me up.
Now,
And it shouldn't.
yeah, in that scene, too, Jack and Sam are staring at the device. Teal'c is looking at the wall. He's not even looking at it. He's like looking a different direction. I thought that was kind of strange.
Yeah.
I wonder
And
if
I
that
also
was
like-
a thing that he did on purpose, and they're like, yeah, just leave it in there.
Yeah. I also like the extended part of that scene where he's like, how long were we staring? How long have we been here? Well, I talked to General Hammond. General Hammond sent through some supplies, and then me and Lauren figured out how to translate the remote.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've been
Like,
at it for about
oh.
like 9 hours now. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
Oh.
You almost wonder if they go back through the gate and Hammond's like, you guys need a shower. Like, no.
Yeah.
But they also had to stay there then for another, what was it?
3
weeks?
Yep.
Yeah, 3 to 4 weeks, I think, to weed
get through
themselves off of
withdrawal.
it. Yeah. Which
Yeah,
would
that
have been
was-
nice. Like a castle on the beach, like Jack says. Yeah, I could do that.
He probably would have preferred to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Back to
Well,
Apocalypse.
Like, send through fishing rods. Come
That's
on.
what I was about
let's,
to say. Fishing rods, and you sit there. Oh, that'd be great. 3 weeks of fishing.
Yeah.
Send fishing rod and supplies.
Yep.
I could see that. Because it was going to be like, was it going to be the whole group or was it just going to be the 3 of them?
Just the 3 of them.
three of them.
Still could.
Because Teal'c was okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to be sure
'cause
I
his
actually
symbiote-
understood that. Because every time I watch this episode, I'm like, wait, what?
Yep. His
And I'm like,
symbiote
oh,
can
next
remove it.
episode. Let's go.
Mhm.
Hmm.
It leaves. Yeah, you.
What's that?
I was going to say that. Then it's you for lines.
I don't really have any. I don't think the episode's all that quotable. If you're gonna put a gun to my head, I'll say like all of the dialogue between Jack and Daniel is fantastic, and Carter is funny at the beginning of the episode. Otherwise, nothing's really all that memorable about this one. It's unfortunate. This episode just didn't work for me. Like, and we could get into it. Things we didn't like. I don't like this episode.
What?
And it's not one of those that it's like Emancipation where it's like it's
yeah.
just in poor taste. It doesn't age well. It's terrible. No, it's just it's so
Blah.
blah. That's a good way to put it, Skeeter. It's just it's just there. So if we weren't doing this for part of our show, I probably would have skipped this one, honestly, because I usually do. Because I remember this one very, very well. And it's like there's a couple of good parts to it, but overall, like I like Lauren, but dude, it's reminding me of like some B movies and of course Aliens, where a kid survives somehow on his own with no food, no nothing, but he's somehow
Look at this slacker.
The heck?
Slacker is in the comments. I mean,
holy shit.
Damn.
Jeez.
Thank
Bro.
you ABF, for gifting.
Thank
everybody.
Thank you.
Make
That
sure you
is
guys pick
very
up those gifts. I mean, that's rare from ABF. So to make an appearance on the show.
Mate, Master ABF.
Come
You
try.
are our Master Braytac.
Yeah.
And you have fun in Egypt. He's going there with his fiance on this weekend to go visit some pyramids and hang out with some other people of the fellowship, also known as one of the other circles I like to float around in and watch streams of. So you all have a good time. And thank you very much for the memberships. Greatly appreciate it, brother.
Find those ghoul artifacts and bring them back for us, would you?
If you find an Osiris jar, make sure you find a hot redhead and not your fiance. Just saying. And Jess will probably slap me for that one when I see her next time. She's not a redhead, but we all call her a redhead anyway.
Yeah.
But thank you. Man, that threw me.
Yeah, so everybody hop on over and get those memberships on YouTube.
I wasn't expecting that. I'm like,
yeah, I looked. I'm like, what?
What's going on?
We made the episode better.
Trying to produce super chats. It's all enabled if we all care to, but we don't pine for that. We're not shills. We're terrible shills. But
he's gonna go visit the Gould land.
Yeah, make sure you visit the landing pads.
Yeah, the great landing pads. If you dig up a large circle ring, don't tell the government. Just pack it up and send it back to us. We'll take it from there.
It only weighs like what, 43,000 pounds or however much.
You might need to co-opt a few military planes to transport it back here.
Yeah,
UPS it. Yeah,
or an X-302 or something like that. Yeah.
Or if he finds one of the hidden ships in the sand, you can fly it over again. Yeah.
I think Rick actually has like the comment of the stream here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I love this. This sums up
wraps
this
it
episode.
up good.
You're right.
This episode really doesn't progress the show at all. It's more like, oh, we had a headache one day, but got over it.
ABF answered. He printed a 3 of you. Yep, so did I.
Nice.
In the next couple weeks, I might be purchasing a 3D printer.
Yeah, boy.
I'm hedging my time to Black Friday to see if there's any more of a better deal. Otherwise, I'm just going to pull the trigger and just get that
one. They're keeping those prices for, what is it, 4 weeks of Black Friday for bamboo.
Oh, so it's going to
nice.
be okay.
Yeah, they just keep adding other stuff and taking a few things off, but most of the printers are staying that for the month, they said.
All right, well then maybe I'll make my order sooner rather than later.
Or you accidentally buy one like I did.
Yes,
yeah, I saw that. I'm like, wait, did you do that accidentally, or did you?
Kind of.
You did that on purpose.
I did actually. I was like looking at it. I went to go back on my phone because I was on my phone, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that's a really good deal, but I better not. And I must have bumped it just before I hit the back button to the shopping cart, and I hit pay, and I'm like,
Oh darn.
oh shit, why is that so much? I'm like, oh, ooh, uh-oh. Well, good thing I used my PayPal, so my wife can't see that in the bank account. So,
good thing your wife doesn't watch these streams.
no, she don't watch
She doesn't
these
like
either.
Stargate.
She don't like Stargate. Yep, my little redhead don't like it. So,
Oh.
she's mad because her granddaughter, her eyes widen, and she goes every time the gate does the whoosh.
Oh
And
yeah.
She thought I was bullshitting her, and so I put on a clip of the gate whoosh, and and she's like, "God damn it! You got another one of our kids now. It's our grandkid actually loving the show, and she's just a newborn." I'm like, "Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta start them young. Just saying. Nothing wrong with Stargate, even if some episodes don't always work the best. But I said what I didn't like about this one. Skeeter, did you have anything else you wanted to chime in about it? What you didn't like?
They kind of half-assed mentioned that all Stargate or SG5 is dead. Just like nonchalant, like how SG5's all dead. But anyway, it's like, really? SG5's completely dead? And you're like, yeah, they're dead. But Daniel's still in a coma. Not looking good. Yeah, the other thing is, it is really a blah episode. I mean, there are some good scenes that they really could have expanded on, like Jack and Daniel at Daniel's apartment. That you covered that really well. I agree with that totally. They could have had more one-on-one with that.
That's what they probably should have focused on.
It was kind of like, we need some ideas, and someone goes, "Oh, this. Oh yeah, we'll add that in quick." And yeah, anybody know how old teal'c is? Oh, let's add that in real quick too. What else? We was talking to teal'c about his age. Let's bring that gun thing up. That was pretty funny. With the toy gun. Yeah. Throw that in. We need something else, something different scene. Oh, let's put him on the beach and find his dead parents there, and we'll make the beach look really cool.
I did like that, to be real.
It did. It was like my favorite. Between that and the light are my two favorite scenes to visually look at. But otherwise, it was kind of like half-assed on episode, really. Like, it's a bottle episode. Let's take these things off the board and throw it in. Yeah, there's your script.
Yeah.
And then, the light wasn't what was drugging them. It was some other thing with the device running that was hidden, and Lauren shows them, and very quickly they figured out how to adjust the levels of it to wean off it for all the servants that were taking care of the Gould when they were into the opium den. So
there should have been more hookah stuff around there.
Yeah.
Would have been interesting.
But like I said, I understand the light thing, because when I do weddings, I got this lighting effect that's an extra package deal. Makes it look like wavy or fiery or bubbles of different colored lights going across the room on the ceiling. And I know for fact, I could always find out the relatives who went outside, smoked a bunch of weed, came back, because they're all like this in their chairs. Just staring at the ceiling like, wow. And I'm like, every time I see somebody doing that, I think of this episode. It's like, yep, the light really does hypnotically catch them. So as all the stoners are sitting staring at these wavy lights going on the ceiling and the walls, and they just keep staring and staring. I timed it one time. An hour and a half was the longest somebody stared at the light before they decided, oh, geez, got up to get another drink or go to the bathroom. I was like, wow, an hour and a half. Jeez. So, yep, the light being transfixed on that light. Yeah, I can see that happening. A lot of weddings, like I said, this makes me think of it.
Wow. And Thor, did you have anything else you were?
No,
about
I
this
think I've voiced my displeasure with this episode already a few times. Nothing really new to add. Like I said, like you guys have said, it's just blah. It's there are kernels of a good thing there that they just don't dive into. And I'm not a writer, so I don't know how to really do that, but I just feel that there's more they could have done with the whole people like being suicidal around this thing when they get cut off, but
yeah,
that's just mine. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
That's true, Rick.
Yeah.
Like this is something that's never. This happens with a lot of shows from around this era. Like they suggest an idea, and if they feel like it could work somewhere later on, they'll use it. But it's like I think they stopped even referencing like, oh yeah, we send people back to the land of the light every so often, or these other planets like the Weatherstone, and like they don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
with this show, they never like. There are callbacks, but they're not callbacks like, yes, we still stay in touch with this place, or we check in on this place and that place.
The only thing I think that would really help this if this was a Mucello device.
Ooh.
Where the Goa'uld were stuck.
That's
just
an idea.
Fixated and died because they're just too fixated on the light. And
that would have been cool.
That's what I thought first time I saw this. I'm like, yes, Mucello's back. They're going to do another episode about him, and then nothing. I'm like, oh, it's not. He
was a bit of a bastard with killing the Goa'uld, so
yeah,
it's like
so this
that actually would have made a really cool idea right there.
This would have been a great episode if it was a Mucello device.
Ooh, dude, good idea. All right, Thor, what would you score this thing?
I'm gonna give it a 5. It's just some like half of it's good, half of it's bad. 5.
Skeeter.
I'm going to give it a 4, but extra half a point for how awesome that light was and how I see that work at weddings I do. And then I'm going to give it another half a point just for that beach scene looking absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to, 5 right down the middle. It's not a great episode, but it's not terrible either. It could have been a little well written. Could have been really great if it was a Mucello device. And my storyline idea.
I like your idea.
Yeah.
Real. And me, I'm just gonna go 5. It's just kind of middle of the road. It is what it is. Fan rating on Gate World is an 8.23.
What?
I am not kidding. I am like, what the? I know this rating was probably from like a long time ago. Darren, bro, like we understand how your system works over there with the voting. But like, holy cow, this is like insane. Like, how is this episode an 8 on the fan rating, even from like years ago?
Yeah,
it makes no sense to me. I'm sorry, because Darren's own rating for this one is like 2 out of 4. It's like that's basically where we are at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm not knocking people who like the episode. I'm not saying that in any way. I just, for me and for like us, for what we're saying, like this is pretty kind of middle of the road. That's why mid is a thing.
Yeah.
And it's just mid. So
yeah, Rick, I agree.
Did we? Yeah, exactly. Well, sometimes when we give a high rating, they give a low rating. So it's like, we are different fans.
I guess we all a little bit crazy around here.
Yeah.
Oof. But at least it's fun to watch and then talk to you guys about it and really share some ideas, bounce ideas back and forth. And Skeeter, I absolutely love your story idea on that one.
And skip the suicide thing, instead making it where they can't stop going to the planet. Being real addicted to it, like there's some drugs want to kill yourself from withdrawals or do whatever, but no, this should have been they kept wanting to keep going back and dying because they weren't drinking or eating. So, like I said, good Michello device it could have been.
That would have been rad.
Kind of looks like one too.
Well, guys, we got Prodigy and Entity next week. Is there one of those that at least something is there for you to sink your teeth into? Yeah. For me, spoiler alert, I like Prodigy. I don't like the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Skeeter?
I have to rewatch them, which I'll do next week.
I know.
It's been a while.
After that, we're good for a while.
Yeah. So I have to rewatch them to give a definitive answer because I'm kind of remembering them, but not that well. So that must have been they weren't that great. So.
And if I remember correctly, Thor over here does not like Prodigy, but did you even like Entity? Are we getting into 2 episodes where you're like, guys, I might be busy next week?
Yeah, no, I would never do that to you guys, even if I didn't like both episodes. Yeah, Prodigy, I at least watch Entity every now and then. It's been a long time since I've watched Prodigy because the last time I watched it, I really didn't like it. But
yeah,
I'll watch them both this week, and we will see what my final verdict is. But yeah, after so many good episodes in season 4, we hit the end, and it's just. I mean, Absolute Power was. Okay, but the Light, Prodigy, and Entity, that's a weak lineup for the end of the season. Double Jeopardy.
I will agree with that because even though I like Prodigy, these 3 episodes in a row are kind of rough.
Yeah.
Maybe the main writers were sick, gave the underwriters, here's the idea. We're not feeling good. Write a couple of
Well, the Light is written by a guy called James Phillips, and it was his only ever episode of Stargate. So they obviously did maybe farm out a few episodes to other writers.
Yeah. Well, and just for coherency here, Prodigy is written by Brad, Joseph, and Paul. And then Entity is written by Peter DeLuise.
Peter usually does good,
but he did not direct. Peter did not direct Entity, so that was directed by an Alan Lee, which I don't recognize that name. So that
I don't either.
Been, one and done with him.
Yeah,
that could have been.
So, but we'll see what happens next week.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I've seen Entity in a long time, so that'll be a refresher for me. I don't know why. I remember Prodigy because while the Prodigy episode in and of itself is maybe not the greatest, I love the follow-up that they get to in another season, like season 5 when she comes back, and I like what they did with her character. It made her feel like, okay, maybe down the road when we have we never got there, but Stargate Command, she could have been one of the next people to carry on with the SG team or with Cassie.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's anyway, that's what we got. Supreme Commander Thor, let everybody know where they can find you on the Twitter. And let everybody know about every Stargate frame in order.
Yeah, so I'm over on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. We are going to be starting
around here.
Yeah, we are starting The Gatekeeper with Barkley from Next generation is going to be messing around with SG-1 and putting them into all kinds of awkward scenarios. And yeah, that will start 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Ooh.
And over at every SGA frame in order, my buddy John is finishing up Hide and Seek.
Nice. Good episode.
Yeah.
And Skeeta.
Instagram and Facebook, the Stargate Files. X or Twitter, Skeeter, the Stargate Files. You can find me there. Find me here every Thursday night and Saturdays, except for this Saturday. I forgot to tell you guys, I got a wedding. I still got 2 weddings left this weekend and then one in December.
Man, you get married every other weekend. Oh.
I got my harem. I mean, ladies' weddings. So, but yeah, so Saturdays on Deadwire Live, except for this weekend. I'll be gone.
Right on. And thank you all for tuning in to the Stargate Files here on Suns and Shadows. We greatly appreciate you all joining in. And hey, the only thing we ask is if you could hit the like button on the way on out, we'd greatly appreciate it. And if we have earned your subscription and you want to hit that subscribe button down below, make sure you do hit that notify button so you can stay tuned to all of our video content. Otherwise, we'll see you around. We'll see you next week on same Stargate channel, same Stargate time. That's right, every Thursdays, 8:15. And we're going to send you on over to Diabolical Souls and Gooch. I'm pretty sure his stream is still going, so make sure you give him a hello and say Suns and Shadows sent you. You all have a good night. See you next week. Come try, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Stop by anytime. In fact, I'll take you fishing. I'd love to do that. There's this lake in northern Minnesota where the bass grow that big. Well,
Don't call us. We'll call you.
We better get out of here. No, really? No, really.
You will go. Right. You'll go.
Think it gets showtime?